Okay, so we're getting ready to get started here. We have Nashua North visiting Memorial Field in Concord for a boys varsity soccer. The refs are calling out to Concord to take the field. Concord's coming off a pretty good streak. I think in their last 5 games, they have 4 wins and 1 tie. So they had a rough patch at the beginning, 2 tough games against Hanover and then Wyndham. And then since then, uh, a tie against Pinkerton, wins against Exeter, Goffstown, Bedford, and Portsmouth. And maybe one more in there. So Nashua North comes in with kind of a mixed record, but I think for both teams, this will be a chance to see how they stack up. These are 2 teams that have the potential to be in maybe the top third of the standings. But at this point, it's still a little early. Some teams have faced tougher competition, and some have played more of the top teams. So we'll see. So let's see what we have for Concord today. Looks like Max Leahy is back in goal. Our back line, I think this has been pretty consistent for the last several games. Nick DeBono and Jimmy Rudakanga are your center backs. We got Matt DeRocher on the left and Ben Hughes on the right. Your midfield for Concord, it's Samir Darji and Alejo Caceres are sort of your defensive mids. Sujan is in offensive mid position. AJ's your left wing. Your right wing looks like Meyer Cooper, and Jock is the striker. So pretty similar to what we've seen the last few games. Coach seems to have found some positions for some of the new players. Concord, I think, has everyone back from injuries, which makes it a little bit easier for sure. And one little wrinkle today is Concord doesn't have any injured players, I don't think, but one of Concord's players, Cam Littlefield, has moved over to step into goal for the JV game. I think the JV was short a goalie, so Cam was able to move to that field, and he'll be the goalkeeper for the JV game. So Concord is missing at least one player, but other than that, I think they're full strength. So we're underway. Nashua moving up the left side, sends it into the box, but Max Leahy steps out to grab that. So Max with a big punt towards Jock. Nashua steps in to win that one. And they're going to move it up the left side here. Ben Hughes intercepts that pass, and Concord takes possession. Alejo's moving to the middle of the field. He sends it up to Samir. Samir turns it back, takes some time. Sees Nick DeBono, so Concord's going to try to set this up. Alejo finds a good spot there. Gets it to Nick. Nick is able to stay with it, and it ends up with Matt. A little miscommunication there between Matt and Samir, and unfortunately now Nashua will be pressing up, and I think that's out on Nashua. Looks like a throw-in for Concord. But Nashua's going to try to keep the pressure on, try to keep that ball in Concord's end of the field. So this is Ben Hughes with the throw-in. Nashua wins the ball off the throw-in, goes to the middle of the field. Nashua defender's got a lot of space. He's going to use that. Sends it ahead. Matt DeRocher challenging. Nice challenge by Matt, but Nashua keeps possession. Tries to send it to the right. Bounces around a bit. Still a bit of trouble here for Concord. And get tangled up. No whistle. And that's out of bounds for a Concord throw-in. Alejo comes up with it. So Concord pressing. This is Sujan. He's got some space. Nice little meg there to Alejo. Alejo's got AJ on his left. He tries to push it in the box to Jock. Nash was able to stop that run, and now they're going to try to counter. Nice little 1-2, but that's going to end up over the touchline for a Concord throw-in, and Matt DeRocher gets to walk through the little puddle there to get the ball. So that's going to stay in play. Jock putting the pressure on. Nash was able to turn it upfield. Jock, a nice win, and then Sujan can't come up with it. Jock's a little gimpy now. He's favoring that left leg a little bit, it seems like. So we'll see how serious this is. Obviously, nice, very nice slide by Jimmy. Nashua looked like they were about to try to put that one on goal. AJ on the left touch line, gets a little ahead of him. What's he going to do here? Go to the touch line, probably go to the corner here. Tries to use that speed, and Portsmouth's able to send it out of bounds. So it's a throw-in for Concord. Matt DeRocher is going to come up to take this one. So Matt DeRocher has AJ in the corner, Jock right in front of him. Samir's coming in. He sees Sujan in the box. And that one sneaks by Sujan for a goal kick. So AJ's going to pressure here. Nash was able to break out of that one. And push forward, carrying quite a ways, and then sort of switch it over to the right side of the field where there's some space. Nashua tries to send it backwards to the box. That's a nice pass. Jock's going to get out ahead of this one. Four Nashua players in his area, and they're able to stop that run. But a nice pass to get that started. Great pass to find Jock in some open space. So a free kick for Concord here. It's a nice spot. Alejo's lining up for the free kick. He's gonna get some space here. Concord's got Sujan, Jock, and Jimmy at the top of the box, and AJ coming in from the near corner. 4 Nashua defenders in the box. And Alejo's got to make a decision here. He might try to put this one on net, or maybe try to swing it in, maybe on the head of Jimmy. Concord stays on. That ball goes into the wall, and Nashua has a chance. But here's Alejo. He's going to let it fly here. Easy save for Nashua. But that was, I think, the first real shot of the game for either team. Alejo just didn't quite get all that one, but that's definitely a spot where he can put that one in the net. Nice pass to Jock. Jock's in the box. He's got a couple defenders, but he finds some space. He gets it on his right foot. Still with it. Sends it out wide to Meyer. Meyer's on side. He's in the corner, figuring out what to do with it here. Cuts it back upfield. Sends it back to Ben Hughes. Ben Hughes now making a run. Puts it in the box. Ends up on Samir's foot. Nick nicely stepped in front of that one, so Concord is still challenging here. Nice ball. Here's Samir with some space. Sees Sujan. Sujan turns. Alejo, nice shot. Great save by the Nashua goalie. Ball still in the box. Concord really threatening there, and now Nashua's maybe got a chance to counter. They got Concord on their heels a little bit. Jimmy's going full speed down to that left corner. Concord seems to have gotten back. There are a couple trailing Nashua players. But that was a great sequence for Concord right there. They really put the pressure on, kept that ball in front of the goal. Alejo with a great shot, a great chance there, and the goalkeeper made a nice save. So far, looking good for Concord. Max sends it out. Nashua wins the head, but then Nick is in there, and it looks like Concord comes up with possession. Ben Hughes looks ahead to Jock. Jock is finding some good spots there. Couldn't control that one, but he's getting open, receiving these passes, and then seeing if he can start a run for Concord. A little swipe there by Sujan. Nash was able to move past it. It's on that far side. Hard to see what's going on, but Nashua comes out with the ball near the middle of the field, and then great little poke by Samir. And a good ball there. Let's see. A lot of speed, both Concord and Nashua. Here's Jock. Tries to chip it over. And in! What a play! Boy, that started with a beautiful pass. I think the pass was from Samir. A foot race there on the left side for Nashua, the right side for Concord. And that Nashua defender was fast. I mean, he had speed. Jock's quick, too. He's in the spring, he runs track and field, and I think the 100-meter is his race of choice. So Jock was just able to beat the Nashua defender to the ball, kind of fight through it. That's the other thing. He combines speed with strength. Comes up at that spot at looked like about the corner of the box, maybe in about 14 yards out or something. And the goalie came out to challenge, and Jock just kind of chipped it over. So really nice goal. Started with a nice pass. Concord's got to be happy to get on the board early in this game. Nice 1-2 here. Matt's going to keep this one in, I think. Yep, he does. Good idea there. Now, Nash was trying to equalize, a little slip for Jimmy, but Nick's there to clean up the mess. Little 1-2 between Nick and Samir. And nice pass there from Sujan to see AJ in space. AJ's going to send that up to Jock. Jock's going to get to this one first again. Once again, Jock's speed is presenting real challenges for Nashua. It's going to be a throw-in for Concord. Oh, throw-in for Nashua. So Concord's got to recover here. They don't want to be caught off guard. Great play by Samir there once again to win it. Concord doing great work in the midfield. Nashua with this big midfielder, number 5, is able to win the ball. But Nick, once again, Nick seems to be wherever Nashua is trying to find an open spot, and Nick is there. So Alejo sees Ben Mazer on the right side. There's some space. Ben's going to sit back to Ben Hughes. They try a little 1-2. So Ben's going to try to keep the pressure there. I think that's Amos on the left side for Nashua. Nashua keeps the ball. Nice little 1-2. Nashua sends that one to the box, but it bounces conveniently to Max. Max giving some nice direction there from back in the keeper position. Nice punt towards the right side of the field. Looks like Ben and Jock are in the area. Jock goes for the header, but Nashua's got a big defender there. They send Ben into the corner. Let's see if Ben can get this one. Takes a touch. Tries to put it over. Can't quite get around on that one. And now Matt DeRocher giving some direction. So good communication today from Concord. I think we're hearing a little more chatter than usual. I think that first goal gave them a little boost. And here once again is Nick DeBono, who sees AJ. AJ takes a quick look over his shoulder, checks to see what opportunities he has, goes right to the middle, splits a couple players, but eventually coughs it up, and now Nashua's moving on that left side again. They pass it back. Both Jock and Ben are going to try to put some pressure on. Jock's right there. Almost comes up with that one. Instead, Ben comes up with it. And finally, it's Ben Hughes, Ben Mazer, Sujan, back to Ben Hughes. Now to Samir. Now look at how he found that space. And here's AJ trying to make a run. He's got someone behind him, but he's going to win this one. Maybe a little too much. So now AJ's got to recover. That's a lot of running. I know he's pretty tired today. He had to carry his backpack around school all day yesterday. Well, nice win. Once again, nice win by Samir. Jock's going to try to put this near the net. Oh, it looked a little wide. It's a good shot. Took that bounce right in front of the goalie. That's a tough one to field. So we're about 14 minutes in. 1-0 Concord. I think looks like Concord's got a sub getting ready. We've had one substitution for Concord so far. Ben Mazer came into the right wing position for Meyer. Looks like Don Yamo is going to come in for AJ, who may need a little breather. He's been doing a lot of running up and down that left touch line. So let's see how Don does with his fresh legs. Don's another lefty dominant, so on this left side he can send a cross into the box, which can be dangerous. Nice header by Alejo. Jock's there. Tries to send to the corner. That's got some pace. Let's see if Ben can get there. He does. Cuts it back to Alejo. Alejo about 20 yards out. To Jock. Nice 1-2. Alejo puts it in the box. Deflected. Ben's going to try to intercept this one. He does, but for a throw-in, and that one's going to bounce over to Pleasant Street, I think. So maybe they can send AJ to get that ball. Now Nashua sends it to the right. That's going to go out of bounds. And once again, Matt gets to walk through the puddle. That's what I said. Oh, I said Pleasant. I couldn't remember what that is, but yeah. All right, Jock on that right touch line. Back to Matt. Matt moves it toward the center for Nick. Nick to Alejo. Alejo had a guy on his back. Takes the ball away. Jimmy, good job turning it upfield. Samir sticks with it. And looks like Concord's going to end up with it. Alejo on the right side now. He's got Ben behind him. Might turn that upfield. Sends it back to Ben Hughes. Concord can't quite find an opening there. So Nashua now with a little run here. So far, Concord seems to be having a lot more possession. They've certainly had more scoring opportunities, and that's reflected in the score. But Nashua's putting the pressure on. They've had a nice little series here where they've kept possession for a little bit longer. Matt DeRocher there sends it out of bounds so Concord can regroup a little bit. But this is one of the better sequences for Nashua, keeping that ball in the Concord end, making a bunch of passes. Can't quite get it to a spot where they might have a real good chance for a goal, but this could be it right here. Nice ball. Concord looked like they maybe sort of failed to put the pressure on the Nashua defender, giving him a free look for a nice ball in the box. Looks like looks like Jock is got a little banged up, so he's limping again, so I think that means Salvador in for Concord. So not the same starting lineup in now. Nice ball there, gets over. Nashua's got it on the right side of the box. Nice little move there. Another one, Jimmy with the header, and that goes out of bounds for another corner. So very nice corner on that first one. Kind of just got over Max's hands, or maybe kind of slipped through. Fortunately, no one there for Nashua. So they're switching over to the right side here, Nashua's right side. And Concord's setting up in the box. Another nice corner. Nick there with the header. Gets it to Samir. Samir can't clear it. He's going to send it wide, and it's going to be a throw-in for Nashua. So Concord's got to try to get possession back here. Maybe make a little run. Another throw-in for Nashua. So Coach Indrago reminding the players they cannot give Nashua space to make these runs, send in these crosses. They got to keep the pressure on, and looks like another corner. So Concord hustles back to get in position here. This is the third corner in just about a minute of play here. It's dangerous. This one's low. Nick DeBono with the big boot. Salvador's there, putting the pressure on. Let's see if he can. That's going to be a Concord ball. So that's Concord finally's gotten it out of their box, and looks like they have a chance now to maybe see if they can get something moving here. Alejo to Sal. Sal's got Alejo. Alejo's going to get this one coming on the left side. This is a good spot for Alejo. Sends it in the box to Sujan. Nashua defender there. Ben flicks that one back. Tries to keep that one in, so now Concord can maybe keep the pressure on. They don't give Nashua a chance to attempt a counter. So some good play there. Nice little run. Good 1-2, Alejo and Salvador. Alejo tried to put it in the box, just it wasn't really a spot for it, but Concord was able to keep it in this area, trying to keep the pressure on. Ben and Sujan there. Ben is able to sneak it out. It finds Salvador. Salvador to Alejo. Alejo sends it wide to Don. Don sees Matt, but it goes to the middle to Alejo. And that's off Don for a Nashua throw-in. So Concord, a little talk to try to figure out the positions with the substitutions. It looks like a handball off Sujan. And Nashua may try to put this one in the box. This is a chance. So we're coming up on 19 minutes left in the first half. Still 1-0 Concord. Early goal for Concord. Nice ball there. Sends it towards the middle of the box, and Nick DeBono is there. And then Don sends it out of the box. Ooh, that's a good shot. Ooh, that was dangerous right there. Nashua had one of their players right there in the box. It seemed to skip just in front of him. Number 9 was there, maybe with a chance to poke that one in. It was actually a great ball, but not an easy one. It had some pace on it. I think it was taking kind of a low bounce, so it's a tough shot for number 9, and that one goes wide for a goal kick. Samir on the header. So Concord does have a slightly different lineup in from the start. They got Don Yemo on the left midfield position, the left wing position instead of AJ. Jock has gone to the bench. He was limping a little bit, so Salvador's in, and Ben Mazer is on the right wing position in favor of replacing Meyer. So we get a whistle in the box. That's a Concord free kick. So Nick's going to take this one. He's going to probably send this one deep up toward Salvador right there, and Don. Don gets there with the header. Salvador in pursuit now. Nice little cutback by Nashua. Sends it in the box, but Nick DeBono is once again there. I think seems like almost every pass from Nashua gets intercepted by Nick, so he's really performing some hard work back there. That's going to be Samir's ball. He's going to take a second. Puts it in space. Salvador's there. Back to Samir. Maybe Concord's got to move us out to one of the sides here. Oh, he's got Don. He's maybe trying to send Don. And that's going to be a Concord free kick. So not bad. I think Concord was looking for an opportunity to move that to one of the touch lines. Matt DeRocher making a run forward here. Don's on the left touch line. Alejo heading forward toward the box. Samir. Concord's pushing up quite a bit here. This is right around midfield, but I think Nick's going to try to put it into the box and see what happens. It's in the box. Salvador, and Nashua sends it out for a throw-in for Concord. So we got a couple substitutions here. It looks like Jock is back, and AJ is back in. So Salvador and Don, who stepped in for maybe about 10 minutes there, now are going to head back to the bench. And this is a dangerous throw-in area for Concord. He's got Samir. Finds him. Samir back to Matt. Matt's able to bring it down, send it to Alejo in the middle. Alejo's got Samir behind him, Jock in front of him, AJ in the corner. Jock is there. Gets just enough on it. That's a corner. That was great play by Jock. That looked like that was going to roll off the end line, and Jock got just enough on it to put in front of the goal, and before the goalkeeper could call for it, it was a Concord corner. So Jock plays it short, back to Jock. Jock's going to put it near the box. Oh, off Ben's face. Mike, I think we're going to have a bloody nose here. So Ben's going to have to head to the bench. Almost certainly that one got the blood flowing from his nose, so he's going to go and try to get that addressed. So it looks like Meyer Cooper's going to come in back for Ben as he tends to that bloody nose. I'm pretty far from that far side where the trainer is, but knowing what I know and seeing where that ball went, that's got to be a bloody nose. So big punt for Nashua. Matt DeRocher there. Great job getting up for that header. What a nice header for Matt. Jock with the attempt to send it to Sujan. Good battle there in the middle, and Concord comes up with it. Jock to Alejo. Alejo to Meyer. And that one goes off Meyer's foot for a Nashua throw-in. So we're under 15 minutes left in the first half. 1-0 Concord. Nice goal by Jock early in the game. I think that's his third of the season. So I think Alejo is leading the team in goals. Jock is behind him, and then I think it's Jimmy with 2, and then several players with 1 apiece. So Concord's starting to spread out the scoring a little bit. So Nashua's going to take a second. I think that was a sort of a clearance that went from one Nashua player's foot right into the midsection of another, and he took that from close range. So he's just going to walk it off. He looks like he's okay. Maybe just needs a second to catch his breath. So that's a Concord throw-in to Samir. Samir can't control it. Matt with another nice header. Matt's really getting up for those headers. Nashua just tries to send it forward, but Matt's there again. AJ couldn't quite get the foot on it, but Nashua player goes to the turf. So Jock ends up with it. Jock sends it into the box. Once again, he's got that speed. Puts it in front. Oh, great defense by Nashua there, because that looked like a certain goal for Sujan. AJ's keeping the pressure on. Gets beat there. Nice little passing to press it up from their own zone, and I think they're going to whistle that one on Alejo. So no one from Concord putting the pressure on. It gives Nashua a lot of space to operate. think Matt's going to be able to get a foot on that one. Can't get a good clearance, but here's Nick. And Nashua still with the ball. Nick gets that toe in there. Nashua sends it back to start over. And Nick is going to put a foot under that one. Jock to Alejo. Alejo then changes direction, heads back in. Nice ball to Meyer. Look at that ball to Meyer. Meyer gets driven down on the right side there for Concord. So that'll bring about a free kick for Concord. Great pass. Once Concord was able to get free of that kind of middle section of the field, Alejo was able to put that pass right in front of Meyer as he was streaking down the right sideline. So Alejo's going to set up for this one. Concord's bringing, again, a lot of players in the box. Looks like 5 Concord players in the box, 6. Puts it near goal. Oh, goalkeeper with a nice save. That was a tough kind of hooking shot from Alejo. That's another nice save by the goalkeeper. It's 1-0 Concord. Could easily be 2 or 3-0. But here's Nashua going to try to get something going, and there's Nick. Doesn't even have to send it out of bounds. He finds AJ. AJ finds Matt DeRocher. Matt to Nick. Nick back to Matt. They see Samir with some space. Tripped up a little bit, but gets through. Cuts it to the right. Nashua's got to play that ball, and actually they find an open man. But Nick's there again to Matt. Concord's going to try to once again, get out of their end of the field. AJ comes up with it. And that's a Concord throw-in. So we're at about 11 minutes remaining in the first half. And we're waiting on this throw-in. That ball ended up over on the football field. So Matt's gonna hop over that puddle, take the throw-in. He sees AJ up the touch line, and Jock is past him. There's Alejo. Goes to the ball nicely, and here once again, they're finding that if they throw it ahead to Jock, there's a lot that he can do. This has got to be a good chance, and sends it wide. So Jock wants that one back. It's a good run. I think Concord is finding if they can just send that ball into open space ahead of Jock, it's not clear if Nashua's got a defender who can stick with him. I think on that first goal, Jock and the defender looked like they were kind of step for step, but on this side, Concord's left side, Nashua's right side, Jock was able to give himself a lot of space on that one. So I'm sure Coach Dunlop, Coach Indriago have seen that too, that sending it ahead to Jock is giving Concord some of its best chances of the day. AJ puts that in Jock's general area, but not to him, but then AJ sticks with it, sees Jock again, thinks better of it. Jock, I think, has drawn several of the Nashua defenders, so AJ wisely passes to Alejo, who's able to have body in position. Oh, a little push by Sujan. They're going to let that go. Maybe play advantage there. And Ben Hughes sends it out of bounds. I think trying to see what's happening over there in the shadows, it looks like Nick Reynolds has subbed in. So I think he may be in that right wing position. Usually he's kind of on the defensive end. So let's try to get a sense of where he's playing right now. He stepped in at center back in Concord's last game because Nick DeBono sat out the first half, still recovering from a collision against Bedford. Nice ball there, Alejo. So that does look like Nick Reynolds is playing at the right wing. So he went in when Ben Mazer went out with that bloody nose. I think Nick Reynolds went in his spot. I don't see Meyer now. Nashua goes to the middle of the field. It's a good spot. He's able to square up to the goal. Sujan's got to be a little careful with those hands up. This is a chance. And Max deflects it upwards and makes the save. That was a nice shot. Looks like this is unfortunate. This is not what Concord wants. They got to get that ball out wide. Another nice shot. All right, I think Max is going to probably punt this one. So Concord just taking a chance to settle down a little bit, see if they can get something going offensively again. Nashua's definitely been threatening in the last maybe 10 minutes or so. Jimmy's there for the header, but ends up with Nashua. I think Sujan's going to come up with that. Tries to get it to Jock. Jock's there. Jock and Alejo maybe get tangled up a bit. And Nashua throw in maybe? See which way they're moving. Oh, it looks like Concord throwing. So Nick Reynolds, we're going to see he's got that big throw-in. Gets that ball over several defenders. Sujan with a little trip there, but temporarily kept the ball, and now Nashua's going to try to counter. Ooh, this is a good chance here. AJ's trying to recover, and there's Nick calmly. Finds AJ. AJ's got space. That one looks like it's going to go just wide. Oh! So that must have gone out and then hooked in. If it goes past the touch line and hooks back in, that's still out of bounds for a throw-in. So I didn't have the angle on it, but even though it looked like a great ball, AJ must have sent it beyond the touch line first, and then it hooked back into play. Alejo sends Nick Reynolds. Nick going full speed ahead to the corner, and that's going to be they're going to whistle Nick for that, I think, for a free kick, unless they're saying that's a. Yeah, I think they're going to whistle Nick on that one. So under 5 minutes now. So less than 5 minutes in this first half. Concord with another substitution. It looks like Ben Mazur's back after that medical attention. He's going to play in that center mid spot so Samir can get a little rest. Samir's been playing the better part of most of Concord's games, so he's been putting in a lot of minutes. And here comes Nashua. Left side. Who is that? Jock. Very nicely steps into that. Finds Nick Reynolds on the right side. Nick takes a second. That looks like Jock again. Jock to Alejo. Alejo tries to get it through to AJ. Can't get it there. Ben keeps the pressure on, so Nick's able to win that one. Nick to Matt. Matt sends that to Jock. A little ahead of him. So Nashua with the ball. Concord trying to keep the pressure on. Not give Nashua a chance to make a run here, but here they go. Nice little 1-2 there. Ben comes up with it. Sees Sujan. Great little touch there. Sujan. He's got Nick on his right. He's got AJ on his. Sorry, that's Alejo sends it up to AJ. That's a nice ball. Boy, that is a nice ball to put that over the defender's head. That's going to stay in bounds. Matt DeRocher is going to be there. Okay, so it's a red free kick. A little collision there. I think they're all okay. It was Matt DeRocher, and then it looks like number 13 here for Nashua. They both ended up hitting the ground. The ball stayed right near that touchline, so it was in play, but the Nashua player put a foot on it as he was on the ground. So they're going to give this free kick for Concord. Jock's going to throw this in the box. Low one in the box. Sujan's there, kind of catches his right hip, it looks like. And Nashua is going to try to head back. That was a key little poke by Alejo there to buy Concord some time. Nice little move there for Nashua. That ends up with Concord. A little 1-2. Sujan put that too far ahead of Ben, I think. Matt DeRocher there. Now he's got Jock. Now this might be one of those chances if they could send Jock ahead on a run. He's got Alejo. Alejo's got Nick Reynolds. He's going to cut it back instead. Sees Jock heading towards the box. Jock's got 2 guys to beat. It's not easy. Back to Alejo. Alejo's going to shoot here. Too much. But I don't think anyone begrudges Alejo taking a shot there. That's a place where he can be dangerous, especially with all that space. He had a lot of space in front of him. So we're down to a little under 2 minutes in this first half. So Concord's probably hoping to hold on for this next minute and a half, see if they can head into halftime with a 1-0 lead. I'm sure they'll be happy with that. That's potentially a ball for Concord. Ben keeps the pressure on, and that's going to go out of bounds, I think. So Concord throw-in. So that was nicely done to win that back. So Matt DeRocher sees Ben. Ben goes towards the touch line, tries to find AJ, can't get it there. And it's still in. They're going to say that one did not cross. Ooh, that's back to the goalie. Goalies can't play that one. That's a... So Nashua now has switched over to the left side. We're down to about a little less than a minute probably. Nick DeBono temporarily gets a foot on that. Tries again. Now Nashua with the chance in the last minute here of the half. But there's Alejo. He's got Sujan in the middle. He's got some space himself on the left side here. He may try to beat this defender. Sees Sujan. Sujan, little heavy touch. He sees Alejo. Alejo sees AJ with the overlap. Alejo's got Jock. Oh, boy, that's, we'll have to look at that one on video. I thought Jock had kind of held up his run. I'm going to consult with the cameraman here. What do you think? Was that off?
I say it was very close.
It was close. I think we had the good angle here, so we should be able to see that one. And, you know, whenever I think Concord stayed on, I'm usually wrong. So let's assume that the ref made the right call there. We're just about done with this half anyway. I think they're going to whistle it pretty soon. So I'm not sure what the holdup is, unless they stop the clock at some point. But this is well over 2 minutes since the clock on the field. So now are they going to whistle it now that Concord maybe is going to make a run? So now they're going to whistle it. Okay, well, my totally unbiased opinion was that they let that clock go a little long for Nashua to get a chance. And then when Concord had possession, they called it. My understanding is that for high school rules, they whistle it dead, even if a team is challenging. So, but maybe they had stopped the clock. All right, so 1-0 at halftime. Concord jumped out to an early lead. Seemed to kind of dominate in time of possession, had quite a few scoring opportunities, but still we have just a 1-goal differential, so we'll see what happens in the second half.